What's up, everyone? You know it's your girl, Letta J, and I'm here with the second episode of Soul Proprietors. We're right here in Clinton Hill in Brooklyn. We're about to enter the art spot. You know what Soul Proprietors is all about: celebrating Black excellence in the community and through innovation. Join us. I'm super excited to be standing next to, or I should say basking in the greatness of, a soul proprietor. He goes by Zaire Baptiste, and I walk through a vortex of visual amazingness. Where are we?
Today we're at the Spot for Art on Myrtle Avenue in Clinton Hill, Brooklyn. It's an art therapy kind of space. It's not a traditional gallery. It's more like a space where you can come in and experience what the different disciplines in art is. We have one resident artist, my partner Voodoo Faye. And we've created this kind of two-room spaces. One room is kind of an earth tone, calming kind of space, which is our first room. Second room we're in right now is everything's a little bit brighter in here, lots of flowers, lots of plants, and it's kind of to pick up your spirit. So we've been playing with the art theory, the art therapy, and art theory concept for quite some time.
I love that. The idea of therapy being healing. As an artist, it very much is. But it looks like you were actually healing and creating art through innovation. Tell me more about that.
Definitely. So the innovation is like, my partner is the 2D artist, and I come from, I'm an artist from birth. My mother is a copper impressionist artist, and so what I've been doing lately is really enhancing the digital aspect of art. So it's the integration of augmented reality, it's the integration of virtual reality, and that kind of intersection of where the traditional 2D art meets this next plane of the digital space. And so in here we have quite a few pieces that have augmented reality embedded into it. I'm launching this. It's going to be a hybrid NFT gallery in the next month and a half. And so we'll start to do a lot of this kind of intersection, finding that spot. You know, I've just had a exhibit at the Chelsea Market in New York City, and our first 4 pieces, I said, I'm gonna take Voodoo and I'm gonna move him from the 2D space into the digital world. So we took 4 pieces, minted them as NFTs, but then put the physical pieces in the Chelsea Market, and the holder, whoever bought the NFT, would get the physical piece as well. So we sold our first piece out of there, so his Genesis project went off really well. So
I love this intersection between the physical and the digital. I also love that you have not left out the creative aspect of technology. Where does that take us? How do the people engage with the tech that you've built?
So firstly, I think there's a few levels of engagement. The first is the very basic level of just being able to see what that art is. And you know, we use a app called Arlupa, and with your phone or iPad, whatever mobile device, you can activate whatever the augmented reality is within the art. And I think that's the very, very basic esoteric kind of interaction for the people. But what I'm looking to build out in here is a space where you can come in and kind of create your own art. And so what we're working on is a device in the space we're developing right now that will allow people to come in and through the motions of their hands be able to craft some video, or be able to craft some kind of motion enhanced artwork that will then be minted at that point, and you create your own NFT. So people ask all the time, how do I do this? And I tell them, I'm not trying to hold this information back. I want you to know, I want you to grow, I want you to create, I want you to do some things. So I think that's the twofold. It's what I can show you is possible, and then what you can show me is possible.
I'm really honored that I get to sort of be in the atmosphere of immersive innovation. And it sounds like I'm not alone. I think you're welcome too, want it that way. So between downloading this app and then stepping foot into a physical space that actually allows you to engage with technology on another level, you can do that right here in Brooklyn.
So there is no Spot for Art without the resident artist, the Renaissance man, Mr. Voodoo Faye. Well, right. Voodoo Faye is a resident artist here, and a lot of what you see, all of what you see is, again, when I talk about ideas, it all starts with an idea. And when he and I bounce things back and forth off of each other. That idea, that spark that he comes with, becomes all of these things. Like that spark of the intangible then becomes this tangible, these tangible items in this room, and it's all from thoughts. And then these things that he creates, we then take out and share with the world. But you have to really be able to get a taste of this guy, because he is special.
I create from a place that doesn't exist. I'm not afraid of magic. I'm not afraid of being afraid of myself, right? You lean forward on them. And I figured out a thing, a place where imagination is not something to be afraid of, right? I've been able to use my bipolar to my advantage, to where when I'm manic, I can tie it into what it is, and I can have a great idea and share it with the right people who know how to make the thing happen. We like to multiply an idea 10 times fold. Like, as big as it is, how much bigger can it be?
And so here I sit on this beautiful throne chair at the Spot for Art right here in Brooklyn, where tech and innovation becomes realized through the art and the ideas that make you you. Come check it out.